Because the Ugandans, listen to this madness, because the Ugandan government just proposed a new protection sovereignty bill 2026 that makes me, Mwalawa chairman, born and bred in Uganda for 20 years, a foreigner. Do you understand the madness? So they are talking about how there was a lot of illegal and undisclosed funding coming into the country. And so this sovereignty bill is going to cater for that. Listen to this. They have gone ahead and defined who a foreigner or an agent of a foreigner is in this protection sovereignty bill. And they are saying any international organization, any foreign government,
any international organization,
any Ugandan citizen residing,
any Ugandan citizen residing abroad
is a foreigner. I have never
what?
Bill. And they are saying any international organization, any foreign government, any Ugandan citizen residing abroad is a foreigner. I have never seen any government try to get rid of its citizens like Uganda. It's such I don't know, a movie. Anyways, this is what the bill suggests. Number one, like I've told you, anybody outside the country, you are a foreigner. Number two,
anybody outside the country, provided you are just outside the country, nobody foreigner.
In terms of remittance, you are not allowed as an agent of a foreigner to receive more than 400 million Uganda shillings.
You are not allowed to receive more than 400 millions. In other words, 100,000 US dollars.
100,000 US dollars a year.
A year. Every year, but you must not exceed a million
in Uganda without permission from the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
So in other words, if you have more than 400 millions or 100,000 US dollars and you want to receive it, then you have to ask for permission from the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
That means all NGO schools, all NGO health centers, all of you guys are capped at.
So in other words, she's talking about the NGOs. For example, the ones that support health or education. Of course, they bring in a lot of money. So meaning for them to bring more than 100,000 US dollars to the country, they must first get the permission from the government or the Ministry of Internal Affairs. It is a must. Okay.
400 million Uganda shillings. That's if you're allowed to receive it. Because the bill further suggests sector restrictions for agents of foreigners. So what is Anibagamba? You're not allowed to engage in the following sectors without approval from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. That is education.
You are not supposed to engage in some of the sectors without. Okay.
Education, health, and public policy formation. Which they get into it. You will either get penalties or economic sabotage. But where does this leave Uganda? Because listen to the statistics. In 2024, Uganda received 2.5 billion US dollars.
2.5 US billion dollars in 2025. Billions even is a dollar.
From abroad, almost 9 trillion Uganda shillings.
9 trillion, yes.
This accounted for 3.8% of our national GDP. You get
3 point. Okay.
a lot of money comes from the United States, where we received 720 million US dollars in 2025, followed by Saudi Arabia, the UK, UAE, and then Canada. You get what I'm saying? So the bill was first read in Parliament on the 15th of April by the Minister of State of Internal Affairs. And on the 16th of April, a public report was written and sent out to the different committees, that is Ministry of Defense, Parliamentary Committee, and all that. And then from the 17th of April, the clerk to Parliament has given a notice to Ugandans. You have only 7 days to react to this new protection sovereignty bill until
7 days. That is insane. That is insane. 7 days. What the hell?
the 24th of April 2026. And so don't just make TikToks about it. Write your written grievances and send them to the Parliament, because that is what they
want, some written work. Okay.
are waiting for right now before they pass the bill. And guys, this is the kind of effect it's going to have on Uganda's economy. Number one, we are cutting foreign inflows. And like I told
we are cutting foreign inflows. The money that comes in.
you guys, balance of trade. If you're sending out this much, you need to also be getting that much, my friend. Secondly, we had this.
What she's saying, that we are going to have problems with the foreign inflows. In other words, if you're taking out a lot of money, then you're supposed to be bringing in a lot of money for just balancing. So if you are limited to what you bring in, then there is a problem if you're taking a lot out. That's what she's trying to say.
Stabilizing the currency. Because if you limit how much money is coming, like, there isn't going to be enough cash inflows like in the country. Anyways, I don't know how to explain that. Number three, we are really going to shrink our tax base, because with each of these transactions, obviously, you are getting a tax on it. But now if you're cutting the transactions coming into the country, in 2025, over 16 million transactions happened sending money into Uganda. And 92% were above 499 US dollars. So you're going to cut out a lot of those things. But my question today is, as the government is capping the money that Ugandans can receive into the country, are they also going to cap the money that they are going to borrow from outside? Because guys, listen to this madness.
So basically that is Naki. She's called Naki. But also, I had very many people talking about this very bill, and I want us to listen to their school of thoughts. Sarah Berete talked about it. Also, Joel Sonyon talked about it. So I want us to look at to hear from them, and then we can maybe see what the public is saying about this very bill. Okay. Let me see. I think we start with Sarah Berete. Yes, Sarah Berete. Where is it? Wait a bit. Sarah Berete, where are you? Okay. Let's start with Joel Senyon. Okay, Sarah Berete.
The title. It's a stiff thing on this bill is the title. It's stiff thing on this bill is the title. It sounds so good and noble. Protection of sovereignty. But our sovereignty is already protected in the Constitution.
Okay.
Starting with Article 1 of the Constitution, but also premising all institutions of government and state to derive their authority from the people and to conduct their business in accordance with the wishes, aspirations, and values of the people. So sovereignty of the people is already entrenched in the Constitution of Uganda. Then the question that one asks is, why this bill? In the justification for the bill, government mentions the need to control influence of foreign funding, that need to control social media platforms being used negatively, and a need to control civil society, that there is a vacuum or a lacuna in the regulation of civil society. When you mention foreign financial flows, we have the Anti-Money Laundering Act in place that establishes the Financial Intelligence Authority. We have the anti-terrorism laws. Those two laws are strong on controlling foreign financial flows in Uganda, together with the Banking Institutions Act and functions of Bank of Uganda as a regulator of banks and a gatekeeper of money entering Uganda. Positive thing on this.
So, in other words, what Sarah Berete is saying, that there is no need for this law, that we are already protected. That's what she's saying. Hey, let's again listen to her.
In the Constitution. Positive thing on this bill is the title. It sounds so good and noble, protection of sovereignty. But our sovereignty is already protected in the Constitution.
Hey.
Starting with Article 1 of the Constitution, but also premising all institutions of government and state to derive their authority from the people and to conduct their business in accordance with the wishes, aspirations, and values of the people. So sovereignty of the people is already entrenched in the Constitution of Uganda. Then the question that one asks is, why this bill? In the justification for the bill, government mentions the need to control influence of foreign funding.
Influence of foreign funding. They want to control the influence of foreign funding. If there is some foreign funding, how is it influencing some of the activities or maybe here in Uganda?
That need to control social media platforms.
Even they want to control the social media platforms
being used negatively, and a need to control civil society, that there is a vacuum or a lacuna in the regulation of civil society. When you mention foreign financial flows, we have the Anti-Money Laundering Act in place that establishes the Financial Intelligence Authority. We have the anti-terrorism laws. Those two laws are strong on controlling foreign financial flows in Uganda, together with the Banking Institutions Act. Foreign financial flows, we have the Anti-Money Laundering Act.
Anti-Money Laundering Act. Yes.
In place that establishes the Financial Intelligence Authority. We have the anti-terrorism laws.
Anti-terrorism laws.
Those two laws are strong on controlling foreign financial flows in Uganda, together with the Banking Institutions Act and functions of Bank of Uganda as a regulator of banks and a gatekeeper.
So basically that is Sarah Berete. That's what she's talking about. But Joel Sonyonyo also talked about it, and also we have another lady who resides in Japan. Also, she was telling us about this bill. So let's first see Joel Sonyonyo. Joel Sonyonyo, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Joel.
The protection of sovereignty bill was read for the first time, and you referred the same to the relevant committees, two committees, Defense and Internal Affairs and the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, to process. At the end of last week, as we went to the weekend, we did see communication by the Office of the Clerk to Parliament inviting the public to give their input regarding this very bill. And a number of us are interested in sharing our views. I wrote to the committee yesterday, Monday, because we couldn't do so over the weekend when the communication did come out. The committee has yet to sit, the joint committee, and embark on getting input from the different stakeholders. Meetings have not kicked off yet, but I got a bit confused and perplexed when I saw on the order paper the bill has been scheduled for second and third reading. So I was left in abeyance. Meanwhile, committee meetings have not kicked off. We have not shared. Because it's a critical bill.
We have put all the things that we are to cover in the order paper.
Honorable Speaker, you remember we were here with the UPDF amendment bill, the bill on iPod, and I raised similar issues to say, let's give time for stakeholders, and that time was not accorded. So I got concerned seeing a similar trend of events. That's why I say, let me raise it so that there is proper guidance on.
So in other words, what Senyon is saying, that the speed they are using to pass this bill is insane. Hey, but Chirukanzia, why are they too fast? I want you to kwanza ku. Here's the time the stakeholders. You get. So basically, that's what Senyon is saying, and I never wanted this video to be so long.
There's no problem. You pass it. You pass it. Koporpe. You know, when a man keeps battering a woman, she never leaves. He beats her, he does what, he abuses her, she never leaves. Then finally he kills her. And the community comes. What is wrong with the women? Women, why do you be doing these things? Why are you enduring? Go back to your father's house. Why did she go back to her father's house? Which father's house? Now, I am in Japan. And I am in that kind of relationship between Uganda and Japan. Right now, where the relationship, you see that the relationship is ending, the marriage is ending, you want to leave, you don't know how to leave because you're not prepared, you don't know. And because you loved the man as a woman, you told the man, because us as women, when we love, yeah. You even told the man, you see me here. You're my father, you're my mother, you're everything to me. Because back at home, I've been denied. They have denounced me. From the day I left home, they have said I am not their own. So, and you get...
So this is a very good narrative. So she's trying to explain the situation. She used an example of an abused woman in a family where she cannot go back home. Maybe they denounced her at home. So she's trying to give a good narrative. So people who are watching this video, please, you can pause, take back the video, maybe you play it again, you will understand what she's talking about.
A man who does not love you genuinely, there are those people who do that. But even if somebody loves you genuinely, that respect comes down. Who is this person who is denied by her father? They start looking at you in a different sort of way. And then if you get somebody who properly batters, and somebody who knows there is going to be no repercussion for doing anything to you, they will do it.
I think you understand. Okay, what she's trying to say is, now she's in Japan. And now back in her home country, they are saying she's no longer a citizen. And if Japan decides to let her go, or to tell her, you know what, go back home, there's no way she will come back as a foreigner. So members, I think
I will even tell you, I can kill you. What will happen? Just tell me what will happen. People will not even come to look for you. Your father, they don't want you. No, you do something small like this and, no wonder your entire family has denounced you. You are a problem. I should get rid of you for them. This is where I am. The sovereignty bill has come. The Japanese, there's a section of the Japanese who are fighting for the same thing, a sovereign nation. They have been a one ethnic nation. They don't want infiltration. They are asking, youth are demonstrating, people are demonstrating, we want our country back. We do not want immigrants. Stop immigration. It's going on. Me who is here has been thinking, okay, I see no future here. So since there's no future here, there may be a time that the people in authority wake up and say, we no longer want you, go. So you start thinking, maybe I should put something. Let me put something home in a way that if it eventually ends here, I will go back home. Transition is going to be smooth. No death. You hear news from home that the day you left home, your father now wants to put it into a law that the day you left home, you became a foreigner. But now, like a man who has known that you have no support system, and he does anything to you because he knows your father is not going to do anything about it. He tells you anything. I keep wondering right now, that if this bill is passed, if any Japanese is to ask me, where do you come from? I say I come from Kenya. Because I'm trying to temporarily protect myself. That if anybody, like, things cannot just happen and they disappear with you, because you know at the end of the day, even in your father's house, you're a foreigner. Like all human beings, we all want a belonging. We know that we have to, there's somewhere we call home. Sometimes if people ask me, why did you leave your country to come here? Is it very bad there? No, it is not bad. It is not bad. Our home is actually sweet. We have good weather. We have nice people. We celebrate. We dance. We sing. We have nice food. It's just something small that brought me here. Katina, you're telling them you love your home. There's nice food. The weather is fine. People laugh. They dance. You sing. Then they hear your father has denounced you. They don't want you.
I feel her pain. That is serious.
There's no problem.
That is the sovereignty bill for you. Members, this is our first episode. Hey, what do you think about this situation? The sovereignty bill. Hey, once a citizen, now you're going to be announced as a foreigner. So what do you think about this video? Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.